We're live. Welcome to the live stream. We are going to do incredible, amazing, mind-blowing, mind-numbing, unreal things today. This is going to be amazing. This is week 2 of building and shipping a startup on live stream. We're going to do incredible things. Last week, we took an idea from the chat. Also, side note, I'm playing background music. If the background music is too low or too high, let me know in the chat. But I figured that could be like cool little lo-fi thing. So if people want to code along with me, they can do that. Last week, we took an idea from the chat and we built it out, launched it, got our first customer. It was unbelievable. There's no one else on YouTube, Twitch, any other platform, X, Twitter, Instagram Live, TikTok Live, doing what we're doing here, which is building and shipping apps live in front of a live studio audience, aka a live stream chat. Let me pull up the chat on my end so I can see what everyone's saying. Let's see what we got here. Let me turn off, let me mute this, put this here. Okay, what's up, bro? And sound is good. Let's get it going. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do this. So can you guys hear the background music, the lo-fi background music? Can you hear it? Should I turn it up? Should I turn it down? I don't know. Let me know. Let's get it going. Yes, let's get it going. Let's also pump this out on X. Everyone leave likes, hit the like button. We'll do this. But today we're going to take the startup we launched on the last live stream. We're going to add a ton of functionality. We're going to make it really cool. For those who missed it, we launched an AI video app. Can you hear the music? But I think it's unnecessary. Can hear the music, but you think it's unnecessary, me personally. Okay, maybe I'll turn the music down a little bit. And then when we're in like the coding sessions, when we're building things out, I'll turn it up a little bit just so there's something to listen to other than silence. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right, I just turned it down. What we're going to do is this. We are going to build out new functionality into Video Buddy. For those who don't know, last week, we launched Video Buddy live on stream. Let me show you. Present, share screen, window. Yeah, I can hear the music, but I think it's unnecessary. Oh, I just read that. Here we go, share screen. We launched this last week. Let me get the correct. There we go. Ooh, that's a good looking one. It's an AI video tool called Video Buddy. It's live right now. And what it allows you to do is you can take full YouTube videos and you can put them in there and get full transcripts and AI summaries, which is really, really sick. What we're going to do today is add some cool, can I say the A word? I don't know. Cool features, as the kids say. Cool features. To the app. Let me demonstrate you how cool this is. So I take a video, I put in the link, I say analyze video, and the AI gets to work, starts analyzing the video, starts telling us the summary, AI summary, gives us the transcripts, writes us tweets about it. Basically saves us a ton of time so we don't have to watch YouTube videos anymore. The only YouTube videos you have to watch are mine in my live streams, right? So that's going to, here we go. So you get an executive summary all about the video. You get 5 key takeaways. You get the main topics. You get generated tweets. You get a quote tweet. You get a full transcript, right? You can take the entire transcript if you want. Take the transcript, send it to your AI bot, whatever you want to do, and do some really cool things. So that is live now. This is live at videobuddy.io. What we're going to do today is we're going to add to this. I got some ideas for features I want to implement. I'm going to start implementing those features. This is also the goal of this is to be educative, right? We're going to educate. So I'm going to teach you along the way how I do things. We're going to use really cool tools. We're going to use Claude code. We're going to use Gemini CLI. We're going to use Cursor. I'm going to teach you. This is going to be educational. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun-educational. And you're going to learn things along the way. I'll teach you how to use Claude code, Gemini CLI, which is the new tool, all of that. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to send out a post so that we can get more people in here, right? Because that's fun. That's fun getting more people. So you have more people in chat. We have more fun. Here we go. We are live. You can see I'm writing this tweet live. You can see how my brain works writing tweets live. We are live, building and shipping a startup live. Learn how to build your own apps and make money off them. Say hi in the chat. All right, post. There we go. So we are live. There you go. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. If you have X open on like a side window, make sure to go there, retweet, leave a like so we can get the party started in here. How's everyone doing? Feel free to say hi in the chat. Let me do this. I'm going to pull open Cursor and we're going to get the party started here. We're going to start building out some cool stuff. Oh, I already have it open. That's groovy. So let us pull open live stream app. Let me pull it open now, huh? Should we get this party started? Let me share my screen. We're going to start building here. I got some ideas. If you got ideas for what you want to add to the app, feel free to let me know. So bada bing, bada boom. There's that. Let me see if this is working over here. Yep. How's everyone doing, by the way? Everyone doing good? Excalibur, BR Flux, you guys doing good? Booty Plunder. Booty Plunder says, yo, Alex, what's up, brother? Booty Plunder. First of all, nice name. Second of all, I hate how they put me behind the comment. Booty Plunder. Booty Plunder, man. What inspired that name? What inspired the name Booty Plunder? What does that mean? You just woke up and you just started a YouTube channel and you're like, oh, I'm going to name this Booty Plunder? What does that mean? Are you sicko? It's the name for my game. What game? You have a game called Booty Plunder? People play that game? People bought that game, Booty Plunder? My game I'm launching, it's called Booty Plunder. Okay. What do you do in the game? You plunder booty? Am I demonetized for saying that? Can I get demonetized on YouTube for saying that? Did I say the name of your game without getting demonetized? Loving Life, how you doing, says Francis Sue. I'm loving life too, man. It's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful day out here in California. I got a new mic set up. So instead of having a mic like in my face, like right here, and I talk to it like this, I now got a new mic that kind of just hangs out here. It hangs out in front of me. It's nice. Yeah, I'm in the chat. Hey, Alex, what's up, Beauty Writer? Should we start building? Should we start building cool stuff? Should we start building cool stuff? Let's see what we got here. I love you too, bro. Ani, FinFam, member for 1 month. I love that. What does that mean when it pops up in there? It just means you resubscribed. I love that. Thank you, Ani. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to everyone who did the join thing. Thank you. I recently changed the name to Plunder Ocean. Okay, so you're Booty Plunder and your game's called Plunder Ocean. Got it. Should I change it back? 100%. You should name your game Booty Plunder. 100%. Booty Plunder is a way better name than Plunder Ocean. Booty Plunder is memorable. Plunder Ocean's not memorable. Change it back to Booty Plunder. What's up, Magnum MF? Good to have you back here. You really make me reconsider changing it back to Booty Plunder. Yes, you should change it 100% back to Booty Plunder. 100%. All right, so let's get this party started. So we got Video Buddy. For those who missed it last week, everyone leave likes, by the way. Press the like button down below. How many likes we got in here? How many likes we got in here? Hit the like button down below. Turn on notifications as well. Make sure to turn on notifications for me so that every time I go live, you get the notification that I'm going live. And very important to turn on notifications next to the subscribe button. All right. We are in Cursor. For those who missed it again last week, we built and launched Video Buddy. We built and launched Video Buddy, which is the high-flying, incredible AI video tool that summarizes, gives you rundowns, gives you content about YouTube videos. We launched it. We got our first customer. What we're going to do this week is we're going to add a bunch of cool functionality. So I got ideas for features. The first feature I'm going to add today, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to use Claude Code. I'm going to show you how to add things. It's going to be fun. I'm going to add a chat functionality so you can chat with the video, so you can chat with the transcript live on here. I'm going to build it out, show you how to build it. You're going to learn a lot of cool things. It's going to be fun. We're going to code stuff. And then if you have features you want added to Video Buddy, put it in the chat. There's 35 people in here right now. Everyone should be getting in the chat saying hello, giving me ideas for features, just vibing with the community. This is a vibe code community. This is an entrepreneurship community. This is a make money online community. This is where the community is. I'm not charging you $500 a month to join a community. I'm not charging you $500 a month to join a community. The community is the YouTube channel, is the live stream on YouTube. So you're in the community now. So get in the chat, say hello to other community members. They're called the FinFam. It's called the, if you're one of the 37 people in here and you're not chatting, you're losing it. You're making such a critical mistake. You need to be chatting. Anyway, and if you're watching the replay, chat with yourself. Just open up a notepad, an Apple Note, and chat with yourself. All right, here we go. What's up, Code by Aaron? How you doing, bud? Let's start building cool stuff, huh? Let's present. Let's share the screen. Let's go to the window. This is, if you're watching the replay, first of all, shout out you for watching the replay. Second of all, you got to be here live. I'm thinking we're doing this every Thursday. I'm thinking this is a every Thursday type thing. So mark your, and then if this is super successful and this blows up, we'll do it every day. We'll see. Sup, bro? How you doing? How y'all doing? Says Fianad. Some Fianad you got there. Hi to people chatting with yourself on the replay. It's fun to chat with yourself. I chat with myself all the time. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're in Cursor. We're going to open up Claude Code. We're going to use Claude Code first because Claude Code is awesome. Then I'm going to open up Gemini CLI, which is Google's Claude Code competitor. We're going to get into that in a little bit. We'll use it all. I'll show you how to use it all. We'll see which one's the best. Booty Plunder says, you're the GOAT. Nah, Booty Plunder. You're the GOAT, Booty Plunder. You're now a mainstay in the FinFam. Hey there. How y'all doing? Everyone tell Beauty Writer how you doing. Good vibes. Hey, crew. What's up, Zeb? Hope the whole FinFam's doing well. All right, let's do this. Claude. So after you install Claude Code, which is like one line, check out my past videos if you want a Claude Code tutorial. You just type in Claude into your terminal over here on the right. Bada bing, bada boom. Claude Code opens. Now we can start vibe coding. Now we can start vibe coding. We can say, hey, build this, do this, build this. I like the way you explain things, bro. You're awesome, says Fianad. Hey, Fianad, I like the way you observe me explain things. You're awesome. Thanks for observing so well. Great. I'm going to bring my coding here. Yeah, that's another thing you guys can do as well that I highly invite you to do. Vibe code with me, right? Even if you don't want to watch me build this app out, pull up Cursor and just start building along with me. Take the things you learn from here, incorporate it into your own app, right? If you're watching the replay, you can do the same thing. Start coding alongside. You don't need to listen to every word I say, right? Start coding alongside. Maybe you hear a couple things. And, oh, that's interesting. Let me copy that. And you copy it over. So I'd highly invite everyone here to code along with me. Open up your own Cursor. Open up your own Claude Code. Build your own app out with me. Have fun with me. This could be like kind of a co-working vibe coding session, right? We can just kind of hang out with each other. We all kind of build things. If people build anything awesome, then they put in the chat, hey, I just built this. Then you send me the link and I pull it up on live stream and I promote your stuff. Could be fun. Is there anything you need Cursor for now that Claude Code is just from the CLI? Think going back to VS Code and Claude Code instead of Cursor, but Cursor tab is fantastic, to be honest. Roush, first of all, welcome to the FinFam. Second of all, I still like Cursor. I still like to open Claude Code inside Cursor. Yes, you can just open up a terminal and do Claude Code independently, but I still like opening up in Cursor for a few reasons. One, I'm bullish on their background agents. I think the background agents functionality in its form it's already in is sick, but I think they'll only make it better. That's one. Two, they have a great social team, and they've been teasing this new feature coming out, which is they're going to launch a mobile app soon. Cursor's going to launch a mobile app. And in the mobile app, you'll basically be able to, let me make my face bigger so you can, I don't know, see my face. And then when I get back into coding, I'll make this other screen bigger. They're going to be launching a mobile app soon, Cursor. And basically what the mobile app will be, and I'm really excited for this, is you'll be able to spin up background agents from your phone. So say you're outside, say you're on vacation, you're on a beach in Guadalajara, you're sipping a Mai Tai, right? And you think of an idea for your startup or an idea for your app. You're like, oh, I want to build out this new AI functionality in my app. You go on your phone, right? You open up your Cursor app, you spin up a new AI agent. You say, hey, build out this new feature. Then you put your phone away and you start sipping on your Mai Tai again, right? I think that's sick. I think that's sick functionality. I got a pool over here. We got a pool in this apartment facility. I like to sit by the pool and go on my iPad. So it's going to be sick to go by the pool, go on my iPad, and just spin up background agents on the background agent cursor app. That's going to be sick. So I'm excited for that. So let's do this. I'll dance. Let's start the goal. There we go. Okay. So let's do this. Let's code. So that's why I think that's exciting. I just turned on my computer. I want to vibe code with you, says Victoria Shima. Victoria Shima. Vibe with us, Victoria Shima. Vibe with the community. Vibe with us. Listen, these live streams, you can sit here. You got many options. You can sit here. You can watch me build out my startup. Watch me add features. You can pull up your own version of Cursor and vibe on your own. You can build your own apps. If you're watching the replay, you can do the exact same things. If you want to just hang out in the community and chat with people in the chat, you can do that. How do you get ideas for startups? Says Adarsh KC. That's a good question, Adarsh KC. Maybe that's where we start off with today's live stream. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's start off today's live stream with generating ideas. I think that's a really good idea because I don't want this live stream just me coding nonstop. Like, let's do cool things, talk about AI news, other things, other strategies. So let's do this. I'm going to show you how I generate ideas for startups. Here we go. I open up Claude 4. I go back and forth right now between Claude 4 Sonnet and ChatGPT 03. I think for more creative stuff like generating ideas, I think Claude's the way to go. When it's more strategy stuff, I go ChatGPT 03. All right, so let's generate an idea. So if you want to follow along with me here, feel free to open up your own browser on the side here, your own Claude, your own ChatGPT 03, whatever you're using. Are you not going to use Gemini CLI, says Excalibur? We will be using Gemini CLI. I'm going to start out with Claude Code, then we're going to switch to Gemini CLI. Although my video on Gemini CLI is popping off this morning. It's my best performing video ever. I got a #1. You guys want to see what the YouTube background looks like? The YouTube backend. Here's the YouTube backend. If you want to see it. The best thing when you go to the YouTube backend, the #1 thing you want to see is this. See these little fireworks next to the number? That means your video is popping off. That means it's a #1 out of 10 out of your last 10 videos. So my video from this morning, Google Gemini CLI is insane. It's popping off, 1 out of 10. We got 4K views in the first 7 hours, which is sick. If you want to see what the analytics look like, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling when your things pop off. Did I have an all-time high hour? Yep, beat it by 3. That's sick. So that's with the back end. Let's generate some ideas. Let's generate some ideas for new startups. I'll show you how I do it. I'm still learning to your recent 3-hour live vid. I'm already backlogged on apps and can't wait to build them out. It says Fantastic Ventures. That's awesome, Fawn. Well, first of all, thank you for joining the live stream for the 2nd week in a row. It means a lot. Thanks for being a return FinFam member. And I'm glad you're joining the vibe coding session this week. So let's build out, let's find some ideas for apps. Then we'll get into building Video Buddy. I want to show you guys how I generate ideas for apps. So first thing you just do is describe who you are. I am a entrepreneur, programmer, and content creator on YouTube and X. I create content about AI and vibe coding. Right. So first thing you do when generating ideas for banger startup ideas is you tell Claude or ChatGPT, whatever LLM you're using, what you're interested in, what you're all about. Right. So there, first thing we do. Second thing we do, we tell the interests. I'm really into vibe coding, technology, AI, basketball, and delicious food. Boom. Okay, so then you tell it a list of your interests, right? Give it a list of your interests. The more, the better, right? Many people getting stuck at that point. So people are getting stuck at generating ideas. So if you get stuck at generating ideas, follow along with me. If you're doing it on the live stream, follow along. If you're watching the replay, follow along. If you're not following along, I'll know. I hacked all your computers. I know exactly what you're doing right now. If you're not following along with me, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to report you to the authorities. All right, I am an entrepreneur, programmer, content creator on YouTube and X. I create content about AI and vibe coding. I'm really into vibe coding technology, AI, basketball, and delicious food. One of the neighbors is staring at me from across out the window. People. Anyway, I'm now you're gonna tell them what your mission is, right? I'm looking to build out an app with Cursor. Then tell it how much experience you have. So if you're a new coder, tell it you're a new coder. If you've never written a line of code, tell it you never written a line of code. Do that. Next, we're going to say, give me the top 10 challenges people have in these niches. Okay? So if you're following along, the prompt is first, who you are. Second, what you're interested in. Third, that you want to build an app with Cursor. And then fourth, give me the top 10 challenges people have in these niches. And the reason why we're doing this and asking this is because the greatest apps, the best apps, solve people's day-to-day challenges, right? So I hit enter. You hit enter along with me if you're doing this along with me, right? Here we go. It's generating. Let's put it back into this view. No, let's put it back into this view. There we go. All right. So here's the top 10 challenges. AI tool overwhelm. Too many AI tools launching daily. People struggle to identify which ones actually provide value versus hype. That's a pretty good challenge. I mean, that's why my YouTube videos perform well, right? Is because there's new tools coming out all the time. So people are looking for the latest news. So that's an interesting challenge. There's not many apps to do that. Maybe we make some sort of news app or something. Prompt engineering mastery. Getting consistent high quality outputs from AI models requires skills that people haven't developed. Okay, so maybe an app that helps you build better prompts. AI integration complexity. Knowing how to actually implement AI into existing workflows. Okay, so maybe you describe your workflow and then the AI tells you how to implement AI and like make it more efficient. I actually like this idea a lot. I like this challenge a lot. So what you do is you go through the challenges and you choose one. Choose one of the challenges. This is going to prepare us for the next prompt. For those just joining in because the live stream just exploded, what we're doing right now is I'm showing you, this is a group exercise, a group activity. We're all doing this together. So if you're one of the 57 people here, open up Claude or ChatGPT and do this along, or if you're watching the replay, open up the AI. You put in the prompt here. Can I edit descriptions while this is live so you guys can just copy and paste this prompt? Oh, I can probably just put it in the live chat. Here you go. I'll put it in the live chat. Boom. There you go. There's the prompt. It looks like it's split it into two. Looks like it is split it into two. So take the two chats and put it in the prompt, right? So we're finding ideas. So take the prompt, replace it with descriptions about you, right? What you're interested in, what you do. And you're going to get 10 challenges people face in the niche. Now you're going to choose one of these challenges. I'm going to choose AI integration complex. I like this one. So what we're going to say is I like challenge number 3, AI integration complexity. Then you say why you like it. I like it because I like it because there is a need for people to make their lives more efficient with AI. An app that tells them how to do it would be great. Give me 5 simple app solutions we can build to solve this problem. Got that? So here, I'll put the prompt into the chat. This is kind of cool. I'm just giving you guys prompts in the chat. I feel like that's pretty cool. No one else doing this. What are the live streams to do this? So they give you prompts to do in the live chat to do alongside. Is this the most participatory live stream you've ever seen in your entire life? So take that prompt, right? So you choose one of the challenges in the list. Then you take the prompt I just gave you in the chat, right? Choose one of the challenges, put it into the prompt I just gave you. Now we're going to hit enter on this. And what the AI is going to give us is a list of apps we can build to solve that challenge. And what you do is, who was the original person that said they don't know how to come up with ideas? Who was that? Was that Fianad? What you do is you choose one of these solutions and you start building your app. So I'll give you one more step to do from here. So let's look at this. AI Workflow Mapper, a visual workflow builder where users drag and drop their current tasks and the app suggests specific AI tools and automations for each step. Think Figma meets process optimization. Users map their daily routines, content creation, coding, email management, and get personalized AI integration recommendations with setup tutorials. That's actually a really sick idea. That's actually a really sick idea. Like you just come in every day, you tell the AI what your tasks are for the day, and then it just tells you how to optimize it and do things better. I actually think that's a really sick idea. Someone should steal that. Steal that right now. Damn, that's a genius idea. I kind of wish I built it myself. Should we build that instead of Video Buddy right now? But I feel like the kind of narrative of these live streams that we were building one startup, but that's such a good idea. Should we make the narrative we just build a new startup every week? But then you never get too deep into one of the startups. I don't know. That's a sick idea. So then you choose one of them. You say, okay, I love idea number 1. Please give me an initial detailed prompt we can put into Cursor to start building this app, right? So you choose one of the solutions. Bada bing, bada boom. Put it in the chat. You choose one of the solutions. You put it into the prompt. And it's going to give you an initial prompt for Cursor, right? So I hit enter. And then you take whatever it gives you. So it's drafting an artifact. It's drafting the initial prompt. You take this prompt, you put it into Cursor, and boom, you're building your app. So someone asked me, this is actually a really good idea for an app. Really good idea. Right? Because of the ROI, this app's incredible. Even if you just use it for yourself and you don't even sell it as a startup, you just wake up every day, you go in, you tell it what your tasks are, what your to-dos are, and it tells you how to optimize with AI. And just constantly iterating and improving on your life. Everyone should build this out. Should we have a group homework assignment? If you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, go build this out in Cursor. Use Claude Code, whatever you want to use. Come back to me. DM me on X. Can you DM on YouTube? I don't even know. DM me somewhere. Find me somewhere and tell me you built this. And I'll give you a prize. If you go and build this out, well, how about this? We're going to be streaming for another hour and a half here. Start building this now alongside me while I'm coding. Should we just build this out together? Should I just start building this out? I think this is a pretty good idea. I think this is a really solid idea. Let's all build this out together. Everyone build this out. Open it. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching this live, download Cursor if you haven't. Open it up. Let's get this popping. Let's do this. Let's build this out together. We're going to build this out together. I'm opening up a new project in Cursor. This is the most fun. Isn't this the most fun thing ever? Isn't this amazing? I'm opening up a new, one second, I'm opening up a new project in Cursor. AI optimization. Create. Open. Here we go. Let's build this out. I'm going to show you how to go from literally prompt idea to building out the app. Everyone hit like down below if you're doing this with me. Hit the like button down below if you're doing this with me. Let's get this to 50 likes. And if also hit the notification icon as well so you get notified every live stream. Hit the notification bell. Down, good idea. Personal planner can really be an advantage. Yeah, it's like a personal AI planner where you tell it your tasks of the day and then it tells you how to optimize with AI. And then we could take this a step further. And like we can like integrate it. Like what if we integrated this with our like Google Calendar, and it took our events from our Google Calendar and brought them in and like automatically knew what you're doing that day and told you how to optimize with AI. And what like if it connected like your to-do list as well, like your whatever you use for to-do list, things or whatever, and then it told you how to optimize. That'd be sick. That'd be cool. I got my cursor open. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll open up my cursor and we can do this together. And maybe people get different apps, right? Maybe people get different apps. So let's do this. Here we go. Personal day planner. Do we make this just like a full featured personal day planner? Let's do that. All right, everyone here, you're watching the replay at home, you're watching it live, whatever. Open up cursor, or if you just want to watch and hang out and vibe, you can vibe. You can just vibe with us. Let's do this. So what I'm going to do is, if you haven't downloaded Claude Code yet, you could do that if you want, or you can just use the agent over here on the right inside cursor. Totally up to you. I'm going to use Claude Code because I like Claude Code. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to move this to the right. I'm going to close this. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to say Claude. So if you want to download Claude Code, just Google Claude Code real quick. It'll give you the command for installing Claude Code. Then you hit Claude to open it up like this. Do you trust this folder? Yes. Claude Code's open. So let me take the original prompt that Claude gave us. Let's see here. Database, visual workflow. Okay, so there's going to be a drag and drop interface for creating workflow nodes. Node type, start, decision type, connection bit system. I'm just looking at the prompt Claude gave me a second ago to see what I think of it. Let me share that screen. We can look at that prompt together, see what, because maybe we can edit it if we think it's too complex or anything. So let's just take a look at this prompt. Yes, ease your life. Voice integration would be sick. Yeah, I think that would be cool. All right, let's see what we're building here. Okay, so build a visual workflow builder web application that helps users map their current manual process and get AI-powered automation recommendations. Think Figma meets process optimization. Users create flowcharts of their workflows and receive specific AI tool suggestions with implementation guidance. Which one do you think is better, Claude Code or Gemini CLI Max? I think Claude Code performs better, but here's the thing. Claude Code's very expensive. Right, you can test it out on the $17 a month version. But if you really want to use it to its full capabilities, you have to pay either $100 or $200 a month. So it's very expensive. Gemini CLI gives you 1,000 requests a day for free, which is a tremendous amount of requests. Is it as good as Claude Code? No, but it's up there. It's up there. I'm going to do a video comparing, by the way, Claude Code and Gemini CLI. In the next 48 hours, that'll come out. So watch out for that. Turn on notifications to get alert of that one. But right now, I think Claude Code's better. But Gemini CLI, if you don't want to spend the $200 or you're new to vibe coding or you're new to using like terminal tools like that, just use Gemini CLI, get comfortable with it. And if you want to turn into a power user, then you can pay for a Claude Code. Would you buy ChatGPT Premium or the Cursor subscription or what? Yes. All of them. I do. Here's what it comes down to. If you had to choose one, I mean, it depends what you're into. If you really want to get serious about coding, you have to have a Cursor subscription. It's only $20 a month. You have to have it if you're serious about building cool stuff, right? So I do that, but you also, I mean, if you're serious about AI and you're serious about being productive, you also have to have ChatGPT Premium. Here's what it comes down to. I get this question a lot, like, should I pay for everything? Isn't $200 a month a lot for ChatGPT Pro? Isn't $200 a month a lot for Claude Code? It's a lot depending how you think about it, right? But the way I think about it is this. If you pay $200 a month for ChatGPT Pro, you get the best models and the maximum amount of requests, right? So you're basically adding 10 to 15 IQ points to your brain. Those 10 to 15 IQ points, if you're using them to do cool stuff, is extremely valuable. If there was like a microtransaction store for human beings, and in that microtransaction store was $200 option for 15 more IQ points, I bet a majority of the world would pay for that. So it depends how you frame it. If you're framing it as, am I paying $200 for a piece of software, then yeah, that comes off as pretty expensive. But if you frame it as, I'm getting 15 more IQ points because I have the latest models and can use it as much as I want, then to me, it actually comes out to be a pretty good deal, right? Now let's think about the framing for Claude Code, for instance. Claude Code, $200 a month. If you frame it as I'm paying $200 a month for software, then it's, yeah, that's pretty expensive. Not many people pay $200 a month for software. That's a lot. But if you frame it as I'm paying $200 a month so I can have a senior developer code for me 24/7, senior developers nowadays cost $300,000 a year at the least. At least $300,000 a year divided by 12 is $25,000 a month. So compared to a regular human developer, that's actually a really good deal, $200 a month. Compared to a $25,000 a month. First of all, by the way, this little rant I'm going on, fire tweet. I got to watch this back. I got to write a reminder myself and turn this into a tweet. This is a great tweet. I'm going into Creator Buddy for those who don't know. And I'm writing this down as a tweet I got to put out. But yeah, what I'm saying is you have to change your frame of reference, right? If your frame of reference is the skills you're getting, the powers you're getting, the things you can accomplish, it's all about framing when it comes to AI tools. I'm just putting in this in the Creator Buddy, which is my AI Twitter tool that allows you to save content, turn it into tweets. So it's just about your framing. For me, with that kind of framing, I'm paying for it all. I pay for ChatGPT Pro. I pay for Claude Max. I pay for the highest version of Cursor. I'm even experimenting with Devin. Devin is a new AI coding tool. $500 a month. I'm experimenting with it. Open up an LLC and just write all this stuff off for your business. Boom. Tax write-offs. The modelier says, oh, crud, I thought you were coming on at 4 Central. Doe, guess I'll have to go back and watch after. Yeah, modelier. Well, welcome to the party. You didn't miss. You're only half an hour late. Plenty more stream to go. Welcome to the party, my man. Thanks for hopping in the chat, too. Appreciate everyone in the FinFam. Anthropic review the prices, I think, are exaggerated. Is the Pro version the best model right now? Yeah, O3 Pro is the best AI model you can use, period. And compared to hiring a human pro dev, exactly. The thing about cost of AI is you can bootstrap. You can start with free or nearly free, create your first paying app, and now you can pay for other stuff. Exactly, modelier, right? Gemini CLI is free. Is it as good as Claude Pro? No, but it's free. You get 1,000 free requests a month. So build your first app, start making a couple dollars. If you haven't built your first app yet, well, you're in luck. You joined a live stream where I'm going to show you how to build your first app. We're going to build a startup together, and maybe we'll all get our first customers on this live stream if you stick around to the end. And if you're watching the replay, you're watching the right replay because you can build along with the replay. So let's get this party started. Okay, so let's take a look at the prompt. Let's take a look at the prompt Claude built for us here for this app we're all going to build together. Again, open up Cursor. Open up Cursor and do this along with me. Build a visual workflow builder web application that helps users map their current manual processes and AI-powered automation recommendations. Think Figma meets process optimization. Users create flowcharts of their workflow and receive specific AI tool suggestions with implementation guidance. And it gives all the tech, okay? Core features to build first, drag and drop interface for creating workflow nodes, start task, decision end, connected system between nodes of arrows, canvas with zoom pan functionality, node editing, task name description, time essence. Part of me feels like this is a little complex with the drag and drop interface. Part of me just makes this want to be like a to-do app where then it tells you, like, you just describe your day in to-do items and then it And then it tells you how to AI optimize. But also part of me wants to build out a drag and drop interface just for the fun of it. So maybe we do that. Yeah, let's just do. I think that'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun exercise building a drag and drop interface. Task node properties, time estimates, AI recommendation engine, recommendation panel, initial file structure, data models. Love it. Let's just take this. Sample AI tools database. Create a starter database with tools like. It's a lot of tools. MVP implementation steps. This is a pretty complex prompt. Set up project structure, initialize, build basic canvas, create node editor, add AI recommendations, implement state management. All right, let's do this. Screw it. Let's just do it. Copy. Let's build it out. So if you don't have a prompt to start building with Cursor, go into Claude, do the steps I talked about, which is, put in your interest into Claude. Say, what are the top 10 challenges in these interests? Then ask for the top 10 solutions to one of those challenges. Then choose one of those solutions and ask for a guidance on what app you should build. Let's build this out, shall we? Paste. 168 lines. Oh, shoot. Wrong app. This is the app from last week. Let me open up the cursor we just. Here we go. Stop screen. Let me open up my other cursor. Whoops, wrong one. Window, AI optimization, share. Here we go. Let's put this in. Sent. All right. So I put it into Claude code. I put the prompt Claude gave us into Claude code. And now the AI is going to start building out the app for us. I'll help you build the AI workflow mapper application. This is a complex project, so let me create a to-do list to track our progress through MVP implementation. That's what makes Claude Code sick, is it kind of breaks things down for you. This is why I like Claude Code the best out of everything right now. It breaks things down and knows when things are complex, and then it breaks it down into to-dos and tasks, and does it step by step. It breaks things down for you so you don't have to handhold it through breaking everything down for it. So here's the to-do. Set up an Next.js project with TypeScript, Tailwind, CSS, and required dependencies. Okay, so it is going to start setting up now the project structure. So it's going to install all the technology, Next.js, everything involved, right? Who's building along with me? If you go in the chat, let me know right now if you're coding along with me. If you have Cursor open right now and you're building stuff along with me, let me know if you're building my project out or if you're doing a different project. Let me know in the chat. Do you want to proceed? Yeah. So it's installing all the technology. It's getting it popping. And just working. I'm just overseeing it. I'm like the manager. I'm like the manager of the AI agent, making sure it's doing everything properly. I don't have to make many decisions here. I'm building as you speak, doing my own thing too. Love that, Excalibur. Do your thing, baby. Do I put light music here? Let's try this out. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you can hear that. You think a little light lo-fi music while the AI is working. Building my own actions to try and add. What are you building, Faya? If you're watching the replay, you got to turn on notifications so you can join us live next time. So you can be part of the vibe coding community as we build stuff out. All right, be a part of the community. Get involved. Join the live streams. Build stuff with us. Okay, so it's installing XY Flow, which I think is the technology that's going to power the drag and drop functionality in the apps, because we're building a drag and drop app. Who else is building cool stuff right now as we do this? And what do you guys think about the lo-fi music that's playing in the background? Does it kind of make you vibe out as this codes? It's kind of a vibey thing. I don't know. Can you not hear it? Can you hear? I don't know. All right, it's gone. What's it doing? Create basic project structure. All right, so if you look over on the left here, you can see all the code it's building out, right? So let's go into here. Building out the code. And I'm going to run this in a second as it's installing, and we can see what it's building as it builds out. Which is, I think, going to be kind of groovy. Shout out all the people who joined, by the way, who clicked the join button. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining the FinFam. Do I want to proceed? Yes. Here we go. So it's building out the file structure, building out the app, building out the code. And what we're going to have in a moment is the prototype, right? So it's building out the prototype that we can test and move on to the next steps. I really wish Claude Code can run on PowerShell. I hate WSL. I enjoyed in Cursor. It's fine in Cursor. Writing all the code for us. The music's perfect. Okay, so you like the music. Good. Good. Thank you, Beauty Writer. What are you guys using to code right now, by the way? Out of curiosity, using Cursor, using Claude Code, using Gemini CLI? Let me know in the chat what you're using right now. And so as you're using Claude Code, the kind of mindset you have is I'm like the AI agent manager, right? I'm managing the AI. I'm overseeing it. It's building out things as we go. You know, making sure it's on the right path. And that's why I like Claude Code better than Cursor, just straight up like naked Cursor, is because with Cursor, it's a lot more hand-holding when you're using the AI agent, right? When you're using this agent here on the right, it's a lot more hand-holding every step of the way. It's not as independent. Cursor or Claude Code just seems a lot smarter, like it can work a lot more independently. I want to use Claude Code, just doesn't work on my setup somehow. Samson, you tried just installing it in your terminal in Cursor and it doesn't work? I'll be trying Gemini CLI in Cursor tomorrow. Yeah, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Check out my latest video too, Modelier. I put out a video this morning. On Gemini CLI, just total beginner's guide. We'll walk you through it. It's doing really well. I think my best performing video ever. I guess people like it. I tried new editing styles with it. I just downloaded CapCut a few days ago. And I've been watching like a bunch of like CapCut 0 to Pro videos on YouTube to become like a master. And so my editing's been friggin' fire. On what was I think the editing is a big part why the video is doing so well. I made it so it was like visually. I also watch like videos on like hooks when it comes to YouTube. I'm trying to master the art. YouTube's a total art. YouTube's like a chess game. YouTube, it's like a chess game. Like there's so many pieces you got to move around and make sure it's going well. Like you got to make sure your hook's good. You got to make sure your sound is good. You got to make sure the visuals are good. You got to make sure in the first 10 seconds your visual does this. You got to make sure in the first 30 seconds your visual does that. You got to make sure your hook has these 10 things in it. You got to make sure at your ending you say these things. It's a really cool puzzle to crack YouTube. If anyone here has ever created a YouTube video before, it's a fun puzzle. I think it's a fun puzzle. All right, what is Claude Code doing over here? Let's close this agent there. Okay, so it's creating the drag and drop interface. It's creating the nodes. So it's creating the way we can add things to the drag and drop. Not with Windows. You got to, Samson, you got to get a Mac. Get a Mac, Samson. All these companies, these AI companies, they're all building their stuff out for Mac. It is what it is. You can get a Mac Mini for like $600 on Amazon. Mac Mini is the best deal in computing. Got to get a Mac Mini. If you don't have a Mac, just buy a Mac Mini. And I know that's kind of a privileged thing to say, oh, just buy a Mac, just buy it, just do it. But at the same time, it's on sale right now. You can buy an M4 Mac Mini for $560. Like, here's what it comes down to. I might buy it right now. All the latest AI tools, like it's just the way the industry's moved. All the latest AI tools are built for Apple first, the Mac first. It just is what it is. It's the same thing with iPhone and Android. Like you look at like Twitter and X, for instance, all the latest X features come out on iPhone first and then Android like a year later. It's the same thing with Mac. All the latest AI tools are coming out on Mac first. So you got to, if you don't have a Mac, if you're serious about it, I got to drink water. Crap, my water bottle's all the way back there. 1 second. I'm wearing shorts. How do my legs look? Yesterday was leg day. I hope my thighs are a little bit bigger. If you're serious about AI, like it's just what it comes down to, right? You have to get it. You have to get a Mac. This is the best deal. This is the best deal in computing right now. $560 for an M4 Mac Mini. That's the most powerful chip out there right now is the M4. And you can get it for $560. That's insane. You bring your own keyboard and mouse and monitor. This is the best deal. You get this and you can just download Cursor and start coding with Mac. Have to do it. You're serious about coding and AI, you just got to do it. You got to do it. Let's go back to Claude Code, shall we? Let's see where we're at. All right. Oh, so we're going to run it. Let's run this. There's going to be errors. There's going to be errors. So I'm going to feed the errors in a second to, let's see what we got here. I'm going to run this. It's definitely going to find errors. Yep, it's finding errors and updating them. Amazon Prime Day is coming up soon, says Carla. Yeah, I mean, I might buy it. What I'm doing right now is I'm just looking for excuses to buy that Mac because that's such a good deal. I'm looking for excuses. What I'm thinking is like, I'm thinking about setting up like a Mac server, just like buying that Mini, setting it up so it's just running 24/7. And then I have like Cursor in it. And then I can go on my iPad or any of my other apps and then like remote control the computer and code from wherever I am with the Mac server. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just looking for an excuse to buy the Mac Mini, to be honest with you. Which model are you using? I'm using right now Sonnet inside Claude Code. But ChatGPT 03 is my favorite overall model right now. Actually using Windsurf. Windsurf's good. I was and am a big fan of Windsurf. They just were late to the party when it comes to Claude because OpenAI bought them. And so I switched to Cursor during that, and I have yet to switch back. I faced issues running Claude Code on Windows, but in the end, I solved it. Well, Windows users are going to face the project path issue. Yeah, it's just Windows is a tough. If you're programming right now, you got to be on Mac, is what it comes down to. Live stream doing pretty good. We were hovering around 50 people last stream. This one, we've been hovering around 60. So we've stepped it up a notch. We've stepped it up a notch. Thanks to everyone who left the like, subscribed, and turned on notifications. You could set up Mac Mini with locally running LLMs. You could do that, Modelier. You could do that. But here's my question. Why would I do that when I pay freaking money for every latest model on the internet, you know? I'm looking for a reason to run a local model. I don't know why. Are you building a buddy app, says Sauciali? Yes, we are. Welcome to the live stream, Sauciali. We're building the third buddy app. We're on buddy app number 3 we're building. What should we call this app? Should we call it Task Buddy? Maybe we call it Task Buddy. I think that's a pretty good one. What we're building out here, for those who just joined recently, I showed you from scratch how to come up with an idea for an app and then start building it. And the idea we came up with is an app that you put in your workflow, like what you're working on that day. So you wake up, you go into the app, you put in what you're working on that day, like a to-do list. And then what it does is it tells you how to optimize all those tasks with AI. So how to do it faster, how to do it better, which AI tools to use, and it helps you optimize your day with AI. This will be the third Buddy app built on top of Buddy. A buddy earned is a buddy burned. This will be the third Buddy app. I only started vibe coding 1 month ago, and I have zero coding background, but I built a 3D website with Three.js. Check it out. Vibe Create AI. All right, let me check it out. Let's see. Vibe. So you built this. You got a .com. Pretty good. Loading 3D experience. I'm checking it out first to make. Oh, this is cool. Let's share the screen. Let's show them. Let's show them. Samson. This is a cool website. So Samson Kang built this site. Samson Kang never coded before. I'm going to assume a he. Samson feels like a masculine name, a male name. I don't know. I hope so. Sorry to offend if you're a female. I'm going to assume Samson's a he, and this is his. I think there's sound. Is there sound? There is. That's cool sounds. This is cool. So this is a 3D website. I don't know what the hell this thing is. It's a dancing cat lady. He built this out with writing any code. Ooh. Music made by AI as well? It's kind of a banger, to be honest with you. Vibe code your imagination about. So what does this website do? This is sick. So you never coded a day in your life before, Samson King, and you built this? You built some games? Coming soon. Okay. Spin to pick. Fun activity picker for kids. This is a cool website. The music's a vibe too. This is what's possible. If you've never coded in your life before, you can be like Samson Kang and build out a cool website, like a 3D website like this, built it by himself. Samson, what'd you use? Cursor? What was your like prompt? What did you prompt? What was your ask to this AI? Samson, that's not just a landing page. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing, Samson. Cursor. What model? Did you just use the Cursor AI agents? What model did you use? This is sick, man. All with 3JS. For those who want to build 3D stuff, 3JS is the library you want to use. So you go into Cursor, you say, I want to build out a game. I want to build out a 3D website. I want to build out a 3D landing page. You say, I want to use 3JS. And the AI will build you something cool like this. This is awesome, man. Great work. I'm proud of you, dude. This is awesome. Anyone can do this. This is why I make these videos and do these live streams. So I can get one person like a Samson Kang to build something cool, even if you've never coded before, right? And maybe he goes on here, he starts adding games, right? People go on there, they start playing the games. He starts making a little money. They pay to play the games. Now he has an entire business. He says he has 2 daughters. He's teaching them how to build their own businesses. Right now, maybe they build out their own stuff on here. They build their own games. That's amazing. Shout out Samson Kang. Shout out Samson Kang. Oh, spin to pick was for my daughters. Yeah, for your daughters. Amazing. I'm a software engineer with 8 years experience. My company has mandated Cursor as the IDE we need to use. For the most part, I'm supportive of agentic coding. The saucy Ollie. Everyone needs to be using Cursor. All right, let's go back to building our app. Let's go back to building our app. That's awesome, Samson Kang. Vibe, the website is vibecreai.com. VIBECREAI.com. Way to go. All right, stop screen share. Present. Let's go back to Claude Code. Attaboy. Let's run this. Proceed. Let's see if we got an app ready to go here. Let's see if we got an app ready to go here. Let's see if we got V1 of the app. Let's see if we got V1 of the app. Let me do this. Let me just try npm run dev. Nope. There's an error. There's an error. All right. The AI is going to keep working on it. Right. But all we've done so far, to recap what we're doing here, we found the challenge on Claude. We prompted to find solutions to the challenge. We took those solutions. We said, hey, figure out an app. I want to test out the app, but when I do npm run dev, I get, let's just take this error. Paste it in. See if we can figure out this error. Go to the folder and run it. I want it to run it for me, Mohammed. I want it to run it for me. You need to navigate to the correct directory. Oh, okay. So what are we in? Okay. ls cd. Good call out, Mohammed. Good call out, Mohammed. npm run dev. Good call out, Mohammed. Good call out, Mohammed. I wish I could gift Mohammed. Oh, this is sick. I wish I could gift. Can I gift people subscriptions? I want to. How do I gift people subscriptions? Can I gift people subscriptions to my own channel? Is that a thing? Like, I want to give Mohammed. How do I want to give Mohammed a free membership. How do I do that? I don't think I can do that. Oh, well. Well, Mohammed, just know, show your support for Alex Finn. Membership gifting, buy membership for viewers. The gift memberships you send will publicly be announced. Lucky recipients selected by YouTube get 1 month of access to perks for FinFam. I think I could buy it, but then it gives it to a random person. I don't think it gives it to a person I select. I don't know. I'm just going to buy it. Hopefully it goes to Mohammed for that amazing suggestion that just solved all our problems. Thank you, Mohammed. I just bought this gift in someone's name. Your gift memberships have been announced in chat. This one's bought in the name of Mohammed. There you go. All right, let's take a look at the app I just built. Share screen. Hopefully it goes to Mohammed. If it doesn't, it's from Mohammed. All right, share. Here we go. AI workflow mapper. So we got a little, here's what we got so far. So this is V1, right? Claude Code built this out for us. Claude Code built this out for, who gets the membership when I buy it? CLX got the gift sub. Congrats. Shout out CLX. How did you know that? Did it say it in the live stream? Oh, CLX received a gift membership from Alex Finn. Shout out CLX. Love it. Maybe I'll buy more memberships as we go here. Congrats, CLX. All right. So let's see. Can we add a node? Start. Okay, so we have the basic template built out here, the basic playground, right? So what we're going to be able to do as we go here is we can add nodes, like tasks we're going to do, things like that. And then the AI will build out workflows for us for how we can optimize those tasks. So this is pretty cool V1, right? This built out with just one prompt. We said, hey, this is the app we want to build. And it built out this entire drag and drop interface with nodes, saving workflows, clearing workflows. It's pretty cool. It says it in the chat, Alex. Not sure if you see it. Yeah, I had to look at my other chat. I was looking at my StreamYard interface. CLX got the gift. Shout out CLX. Say hello in the chat, CLX. If you gifting memberships, why doesn't X do that? I'd be streaming on X if they can gift memberships. That's pretty cool. Anyway, all right, let's keep building this. Who's building along with me, by the way? Anyone build anything cool as we're doing this? Creators cannot choose who receives the gift membership. It's a random process managed by YouTube. Oh, all right, whatever. Shout out Evilist Steve, by the way, another FinFam member. A video buddy, the first video buddy customer as well. Evilist Steve, I saw you emailed me. I'm going to get back to your email today or tomorrow. Apologies for being slow to that. I'm not great with emails, but I got a ping that you emailed me, so I'll get back to you very shortly. All right, let's get back to Cursor and build this out. So what do they want to build next here in Cursor? Let's see. The app is now running. You can test the basic workflow, add nodes, use a toolbar builder to add start, task, and end nodes. Okay. The basic workflow, let's say this, nothing got added when I clicked start, task, or end. Should nodes be added to the drag and drop interface when I do that? So I'm just telling the AI exactly what's going on. I'm just telling the AI exactly what's going on, what I'm seeing, and it's going to go and fix it. You're right. The node should be added when you click those buttons. Let me check the canvas component to see why nodes aren't being added. So it's fixing the canvas for us. What's up in using Video Buddy? It's really helpful in the research. I know you've got a lot going on, so not a big deal. Love the new content, by the way, says Evilist Steve. Evilist Steve, you might be the most evil Steve, but I appreciate you. You're kind to me, Evilist Steve. You might be the most evil Steve, but you're kind to me. Oh, it worked. It fixed it. It worked. Let me show you what I'm looking at. It fixed it. Wow, that's sick. So I just went, whenever you have challenges with the AI, when you have challenges with Cursor, when you have challenges with Claude Code, you just go, hey, it's not working. Fix it for me. Boom. We got nodes now in the drag and drop interface. Can we edit the task? Can't edit the task yet. So you got the start, task, and that's sick. So we have this cool drag and drop interface. I have this really cool app idea. I can't tell. I think it's so good I can't tell it just yet. Let AI optimize those tasks like do so, and so. Yes, exactly it. That's exactly what this is going to do. I just used Video Buddy to write my newsletter based on a YouTube video. That's sick, Ani. Did you send out the newsletter? I got to check my inbox to see if I got it. Isn't this cool? Though this was one prompt, this really cool drag and drop interface. It gets me thinking like, what are other apps I can build with this drag and drop interface? Because this is a cool one. Like what else? What other workflows can we optimize with this? It's got me thinking. I don't know. You know who just used the drag and drop interface really well lately? Mickey. Rasmic on YouTube. He just launched an app, like a YouTube editing app that has a really cool drag and drop interface. It's really cool. Everything you're building will have Buddy integrated into it, says Saucy. Yes, everything I build will have Buddy integrated into it. Every app I build forever will have Buddy integrated into it, Saucy. Facts. Buddy earns a Buddy burned. About to repurpose it with Creator Buddy to post on X. So you got a pretty cool workflow for you, Ani, where you use Video Buddy to get a summary, then you put that into Creator Buddy to build the newsletter. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll build an integration between the two so you can make that easier. AI automation or email workflow agent, says Furkan Karahan. Furkan, so what we're building, Furkan, is you put in like your tasks, like your flow for the day, whatever you're working on for that day into here. And then the AI is going to tell you how to optimize it. So the AI looks at your tasks and tells you how to optimize it, which tools you should use, how you can do things more efficiently with AI. Hello, I just joined the video, says Musasani Lamu. Musasani Lamu, good to have you here. Welcome to the FinFam, Musasani Lamu. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the crew. Oh, here's what you got to do. Here's your homework assignment, Musasani Lamu. Open up Cursor. Start building stuff with us. There's a vibe coding session here. Reschedule. Can AI make different optimized options? Reschedule. Can AI make, I don't know what that means, Beauty Writer. As I manage people in my company, something like workload bubble is something that can be created with drag and drop. I want my team to enter their daily, weekly, monthly tasks into the app, and AI will. Yeah, that's exactly what the idea of this is, Samson. It's like you just put in whatever you're working on, and the AI tells you exactly how to optimize it. Some light coloring based on user choices, maybe. Yeah, for sure. Analyze if any teammate is hitting too much workload or not. App will show how visual. That's a cool idea. Let's keep building this out. Let's keep building this out. So let's share Cursor. Let's go back into Claude Code. Excellent. I always say excellent, thank you, whatever, so it knows they did a good job, so it can reinforce the AI that's doing a good job. Excellent, that works. Well, what do you see as the next steps? So let's see what it has as the next steps. Ooh, yes, Video Buddy and Creator Buddy integration would be awesome. Imagine this day planner could actually automate the process for us. Yeah, and then this planner integrates is like the ties between the two. That'd be sick. So it's possible managing human resource app with AI. So yeah, we might have a fire idea here. Imagine if I built a B2B app where everyone in the company puts in their tasks for the day, what they're working on, and then the AI tells them how to automate it. And it shows them like how much time saved and things like that. I'm writing this down. This is actually a really good idea. This is actually a really good idea. How's the background music, by the way? Is the background music on the stream kind of cool? Are you feeling it? You not feeling it? Should I turn it off? I'm experimenting with the background music. AI agent. Let me put this in. It tells you how much time it saved you. So the account owners, if it's B2B know how much efficiency it introduced. I don't hear any background music. Oh, well. How about now? Do you like it now? I'm sure you can hear it now, right? Automating could be too much at this point. AI wouldn't know the detailed work scopes. Well, you put in as much context as you can. You put in as much context as you can, and then it tells you. You can optimize by giving feedback to AI, all tasks you didn't make. Right. Background music was better, lower volume. Okay. It's back to lower volume. Well, there's that hot. That's a good one, Alex. It's a good addition. Okay, so you like the music. Good. All right. Let's see what Claude Code says is next steps. Based on the current progress, the next logical steps are node editor modal, so current in progress, so we can edit the modals and like what tasks we're doing, and AI recommendation engine and recommendation panel. All right. Let's get this started. Boom. If you're enjoying the live stream, by the way, make sure to leave a like and turn on notifications so that every time I go live, you get notified right away. So that should be next to the subscribe button down below. All right, so Claude Code's going to get, like, all I do is, keep it like that. Okay, so this is a good volume. Let's see, what's the volume at? Volume's at 23, like Michael Jordan. All right, so I'm going to keep it at 23 from now on, like Michael Jordan. I feel like there's no one else as Claude Code's building out our app for us. It's going to keep building out the ability to edit the nodes, right? So we have currently in our app, we have the ability to add tasks, right? The AI is going to optimize our tasks for us. Oh, I can build lines and stuff like that. That's sick. And so now what it's going to do is give us the ability to edit the tasks. So when AI gives us recommendations to optimize, we can just edit the tasks ourselves. So that's going to be cool. I'm listening on a TV, maybe better for people on headphones, lower volume. I can barely hear it now. Okay. Well, we'll keep it at this volume. I have the music only because I want the point of this live stream. You have two options when you join this live stream, basically. One, you can engage and learn and see how I do things and learn techniques for AI and building. Or two, your other options, you kind of just hang out and vibe code and use it as like kind of a co-working space, vibe coding space where you kind of just build stuff along with me. So the music, I feel like kind of adds like a groovy vibe to it. We're off the personal planner into an app where you can schedule tasks for groups of people. So AI is optimizing overall human resource management of the team. That seems easy, but at real office work, even 4 to 5 people, it's hard to manage. The music is just perfect. All right, good, Beauty Writer. Let's keep building here. So the Claude's asking, hey, can I continue? I say yes. I take a drink of water. What are people building right now, by the way? If people are building their own thing, are you building along with me, or are you building your own thing as we go? Or are you just hanging out and watching? All right, so let's see what it built out here. Alex, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I've started working on a project. What do you think of the idea is an AI train to talk like Gen Z and Gen Alpha, but as a beginner, am sometimes stuck, need advice. So Musa Sani Lamu, if I get this straight, you're building an AI that talks like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So what? Like you can, like someone just goes and talks to it and it talks like a kid. It goes no cap. It goes, you know, what's the dealio? No cap. We lamping over here. You gonna lamp with me? No cap. Is that what it does? What's the point of that? Why would anyone want to speak more like Gen Z? I mean, I don't want to stop you from building your own thing. I'm just trying to understand the use case here. People go on to the AI and the AI just starts going no cap. For real, no cap. Like that's the product. All right. I mean, you got to start somewhere. Build it out, man. Building my own thing. All right, Samson. I'm finishing up my day gig. Hope to switch back to my personal builds at top of the hour. Okay. Boomer Buddy. I like that name, Boomer Buddy. Building my own app as well. Use the prompts in Claude to get some ideas. Did you get good ideas, Code by Aaron? Did you get any cool ideas? I'm building Pulse Domains tool right now. All right. I don't really know what that is, but that's cool. Let's see what. Okay, so what did Claude Code build out for us here? Man, my video from this morning's popping off, by the way. My Gemini CLI video. It is popping off. That is a good performance. People apparently want videos on Gemini CLI. I also tried, if you're into YouTube and you're into video editing and stuff like that, I'd highly recommend watching a few videos on CapCut. I learned some new techniques that I implemented into this video that I think might have helped it perform so well. It has 5,000 views in the first 8 hours, which is really good for me. Anyway, let's see what we built out here with Claude Code. The node editor modal is now implemented. Here's what's been added. Double click to edit. So double click any task to open the editor. Has a comprehensive form, tool tracking, pain points, capture what's frustrating about the task, handles comma separated lists. All right, let's test this out. Got a few ideas, just trying to decide which one to go with. Just choose one and go with it, Aaron. Choose one and go with it. Gemini CLI runs on Windows PowerShell. Loved it. Trying it out, watching your video. That's awesome, Samson. Yeah, it's a good app, Gemini CLI. Building a home staging AI app and clothing merging app, says Mar. That's sick, Mar. I'd love to see that if you build it out. Send it to me. All right, let's check out what Claude Code did, huh? Let's check it out. Let's see. All right, so let's add a task. All right, double click to edit. All right, not working. I'm glad it's not working though. I'm glad it's not working so I can show you how to fix things. Let's go back into cursor, huh? So I go in cursor in Claude Code. I say, I double clicked on a task. Let me see if there's any errors when I did that. I'm just checking the console log to see if there's any errors. There were no errors. Oh, cannot read properties. Okay, yep, there is an error. Let me copy and paste the error in the console log. I double clicked on a task and it brought up a gray screen that looked like it was going to be a modal, but nothing happened. I got this. Let me just try that again and make sure that's the correct error. So I'm doing open. I put a task, double click. Oh no, there was no errors. Okay. I think it got stuck. No editing modal popped up. So I'm just describing what happened. I double clicked the task and nothing happened. So let's hit enter on that and see what Claude Code does. Do you plan on deploying this after, and where do you normally host your apps? So DCINI, first of all, welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to have you in the FinFam. Welcome to the FinFam. Good to have you here. So last week we did build an app from scratch and deployed it and got the first customer live on stream. That's videobuddy.io if you're curious. And so we did deploy it live on stream last week. I'm happy to deploy this live if we get it to a good place. This is a much more complex idea than I think Video Buddy was. I think there's a lot more to this app than Video Buddy. So if we get it to a good place, I'm happy to deploy it so you all can use it. If we don't get it to a good place by the end of the stream, you know what we'll do? We'll do another stream next week. And we'll keep building it out till it gets to a good place. I feel like it's a pretty good idea, this app. But the purpose is along the way to kind of show you how to build your own apps, how you can use Cursor and Claude Code to do your own thing. And hopefully it's a good educating live stream session for everyone here. Nope, it's an AI that gives teen emotional support and building an in-game inside of it and the future some feature. Okay, so it's like an emotional support therapist, but it understands the language of the Gen Z. So it can say, no cap, for real. Here's how you get help. Here's how I help you out psychologically. I like it. It's a good idea. I'd build it out. Here's the thing, Musa. I wouldn't overthink it. I just do it. Just ship. Just keep shipping. Keep shipping. Keep shipping. Alex, thank you for the inspiration. I hadn't heard of Claude Code 10 days ago. Today I'm in beta with 31,000 lines of code for a tool that is designed to help creators spot red flags in their contracts. That's amazing, protecting your influence. That makes me so happy that I inspired that. That makes me, out of all the things people can say in the chat, hey, Alex, you're awesome. Hey, Alex, you're really funny. Hey, Alex, you're really good looking. Hey, Alex, wow, what a head of hair you have. Hey, Alex, damn, you must lift a lot. You're so muscular. Damn, Alex, you look like you smell good. Out of all the things people can say about me in the chat, this is the one that's the best. This is the one I prefer. That you inspired me to build something. Out of all the things people can say, hey, Alex, I want to hang out with you. You seem really cool. Hey, Alex, you're the greatest YouTuber of all time. Hey, Alex, no one's better than you. You're the king. You're the GOAT. You're the best. Out of all those things people can say, this is the one I like the best. Thank you for the inspiration. I built something because of you. Out of all the things people can say, hey, you're the smartest. How does someone so smart is also so amazing at the same time and so good looking, right? Out of all the things people can say, I prefer this. I prefer this. Wow, you inspired me to build stuff. So shout out to you protecting your influence. I've been wanting to build something like this for years and never thought it was possible. I honestly appreciate it more than you know. Hey, protecting your influence, I appreciate you more than you know. I appreciate you more than you know. Let's see, did Claude Code build our app? Let's see, did Claude Code fix our app? Let's see if we can edit a task. All right, so we got a new task. Let's double click this. Boom, the editing modal. Fixed it. Fixed it. Boom. All right, let's see if I can do it. Write a newsletter. I want to write a newsletter. Difficulty hard. Current tools. Substack. Creator, buddy. Let's say I want to write a newsletter about Cursor. Pain points. Takes too long and I have no inspiration. Save changes. It worked. Look at that. That's sick. It worked. Built my first app, a simple day trading risk to reward calculator that was modern and up to date, inspired by last week's stream. Built my first app, a simple day trading risk. Did you launch it? LMDBXX? Love to see it if you launch it. That's a sick idea. That's awesome. Would love to see that if you launch that. That's really cool. So what did we do over here? We went to Claude Code. We said, hey, this feature isn't working. Please fix it. And boom, it fixed it. Let's go back into Claude Code and build out the next features, shall we? I love coding the lo-fi music. That's why I chose lo-fi music as the background music. I love coding lo-fi music. You guys want the best lo-fi playlist? I'll give you the best lo-fi playlist. Where is it? There's one I vibe to so hard every night. I'll give you the best. If you want the best lo-fi playlist, let me go to my history. How do I see my history? I want to give you the best. Where's my history? I don't even know. Where's my history? It's like, what's it called? Like 4 a.m. lo-fi or something. Yeah, here it is. It's always 4 a.m. If you want the best lo-fi playlist, by the way, this is the one you want. It's always 4 a.m. Search YouTube for It's Always 4 a.m. This one's a banger. Late at night vibe coding. You want to do a little late at night vibe coding. This is the music you want in the background going. It's just vibe. You turn down the lights down low. You open up Cursor. You open up Claude Code. You just start talking to the AI. You got It's Always 4 a.m. running. You got this picture up of some guy sleeping at a desk in New York City. Maybe you light a candle and you just let the vibes run through you. Let's go back to Cursor. Share screen, window, Cursor. That worked great. What should the next steps be? Right, so this is how I work with Claude Code. We spend a lot of time up front building out the plan, right? We spent a lot of time building out the plan. We went into Claude. We went back and forth. We got a good plan. We put it into Claude Code. We said, hey, here's the plan. And now we're just walking through it step by step. Hey, I like that. Move on to the next thing. Test. I like that. Move on to the next thing. Test. I like that. Move on to the next thing. Test. I like that. Moving on to the next thing, right? You spend the time up front perfecting the plan. And then after that, it's just, okay, looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Makes it really easy to build. Makes it really easy to build. No, didn't launch to public, just something for myself and to test. You were so right about the gratification of building something like this. I've never written code ever, so this was mind-blowing. Someone just commented on my YouTube video, somewhat Trumpish accent. Do I have a Trump accent? What accent is this? Says Bob-sided too. I have a mix between a New York and Boston accent and New Jersey accent. I was born in New York and I lived in Boston for a while. And I lived in New Jersey for a while. So it's a mix of Boston and New York. And my dad's Bostonian and my mom's from Long Island. So I heard, growing up, all I heard was Long Island accents and Boston accents. So that's where the accent's from. Trump's from Queens. So I guess in a way there is a little bit of that mixed in. I also would love to see a mobile app tutorial on live one day. Says, thanks, Alex. Says LMDBXX. That's a good idea. Should we build out a mobile app next week? Should we build out a mobile app next week? I think that's a pretty good idea. That'd be sick to build out a mobile app and launch it on live stream. No one's done that before. If you build a good mobile app, it could go crazy viral and make you a ton of money. Maybe we do a mobile app next week. Let's do that. Every time I create a YouTube video on building mobile apps, it always blows up. It always blows up. Here's your homework assignment. Come up with a good idea for a mobile app for next week, next Thursday. We'll do this same time, same place, next Thursday. Come up with a good idea for a mobile app. And I'll build it out. Yes, that's an awesome idea. How do you restore checkpoints in Claude Code, says Cyber Valdez? Good question, Cyber Valdez. You can't, but here's how you do it. So here's how you would do it, Cyber Valdez. You would, every step of the way, commit your code to GitHub, right? So what you would do is you initialize your app, you commit it to GitHub, and then every step as Claude builds, you test it out. And if it works, if the code works and it built the app all right, then you commit the code to GitHub. And then if you do a command with Claude Code and it doesn't work, you can revert your code from GitHub, right? So your GitHub's like your checkpoint. Right, so Claude Code unfortunately doesn't have the checkpoints, but if you commit continuously to GitHub every time it works, you can then revert from GitHub if Claude Code messes up. But to be honest with you, Claude Code has never messed up for me, to be honest with you. Audit. Audit's in the chat. Met Audit in real life, it was like a month ago now. It was awesome. Audit's a great guy. Audit's got a great Twitter, good curator of cool stuff from AI on Twitter. He's the king of it. He's the king of it. He's the man. Make sure to follow Audit on X. Audit, do you make YouTube as well? I don't know. Subscribe to his YouTube if he does. Great to have you here, Audit. Thanks for joining the stream, my man. Vibe code with us. Build something with us, Audit. Pull up Cursor and start building with us. We've been building on Cursor for the last hour and a half here. I'm building an iOS app right now with your 3-hour stream playing in the background. Was literally using Lovable until you made a video showing Claude code with the background agents. Says Omid. Omid, first of all, that's amazing. When I hear people are building to these streams, that makes me happy. That means I inspired people to build stuff. Omid, I get this question a lot. Let me take a sip of my water so I can go into this rant here. Omid, so Lovable is a good tool. It's a good prototyping tool. So it is, Lovable, V0, Bolt.new. Those are great tools for prototyping. And then you take the code and you put it into Cursor. But here's the thing. Claude code is, so, I should put my face bigger as it's working here. Claude code is so good that I don't think you need like Lovables and V0s anymore, to be honest with you. I don't think you need it anymore. I think Claude code is so good, you can get really good prototypes very easily just by putting in a simple prompt. And, because that's what the strength of Lovable was it was just easy to say, hey, build me this. And then just built your prototype. In a second, you have a prototype done. But Claude code is so good, I think you don't really need a simple prototype. It's a good gateway drug, Lovable. Lovable is a good gateway drug, right? You use Lovable when you've never really vibe coded before. You never used Cursor before. So you use it to kind of get your feet wet. And then eventually you get into the heavier stuff, the bigger drugs, right? Cursor and Claude code. But Claude code's so good, you can just go straight to the heavy stuff, I think, now. But if Lovable gets people in the vibe coding, that's sick. Do you pay the $200 subscription to Claude, or do you pay per request? Says Bernardo Teixeira. It's a great name. I love that name. Bernardo Teixeira? That's a great name. It's a Hollywood name. That's a great name, Bernardo Teixeira. I pay the $200 for Claude. I mean, this stuff's my life, right? I make content about this. I build apps with it. This is my entire business. Show comments on stage. Comments take the stage. Live comments from viewers will appear on screen during your stream and make your audience a part. So what is this going to do? Is this going to show comments now on the screen? I just clicked the button. I don't know if it's going to start putting comments on the screen, but we'll see. What was I saying? Yeah, I pay the $200. This is my life. I pay for every tool. Oh, look at that. The chat's on the screen now. I kind of like that. Maybe they get people to chat more. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. If you're chatting, you're now on the stream. Boom, you guys are famous. Love that. Yeah, so I pay for them all. I pay $200 for Claude Max. I pay $200 for ChatGPT. I pay $20 a month for Cursor. I pay for them all. Like, if you're serious about this, you just got to pay for it. You just got to do it. I make content on all of it, right? The video, you make decent money off the ads on YouTube for videos. Like, I have like a YouTube video I put up that's made me like $900 passive income from the ads. If you're not filming videos on YouTube right now, I think you're silly. I think you got to do it. There's a lot of opportunity on YouTube right now. There's a lot of people consuming content on YouTube, but not a lot of people creating it. You got to be creating on YouTube right now. There's a lot of money in it. Audit is the man. Shared your video that introduced me to you. Oh, that's awesome. Shout out Audit. Shout out protecting your influence. It's amazing. How do you optimize UI UX with Claude code, says Omid. That's a good it's a good question, Omid. So here's what I typically do, Omid, is I will go to Claude code and I'll say something like, I want to improve the looks of these components. What are 5 different options you have for improving the looks? And then it'll build out a plan of like 5 options for visually what we could do. And then I'll experiment. I'll say, okay, I want to experiment. Let's experiment with option number 1. Try that out. see what it looks like, then move on to option number 2, then move on to option number 3. So what you want to do is it's the same way with anything you do with Claude Code or AI is you want to kind of talk to the AI at first, experiment, try it out, see what it does, and you go down, experiment with it all and see which one you like best. That's how I do anything visual with Claude Code and AI. I'm Portuguese, says Bernardo Teixeira. That's awesome, man. That's a good Portuguese name. I like it. I use the $100 Claude plan. I was hitting the limit frequently until I started having the agent log tool output to a text file instead of having the build log go to console. Now I run 3 agents at once. That's awesome. So are you running 3 Claude Code agents separately? And for those new to this stream, by the way, if you're new, you're just joining in, the stream just went up in count, the amount of people here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to FinFam. What we do here is I show you how to build apps. I just build and launch startups on live stream. We build out cool things. You have a couple of different options. You can watch along, learn things about building with AI, learn things about coding with AI, learn things about startups, learn things about making money online. You can kind of engage, get in the chat, ask questions, or you can use this as kind of like a co-working thing. Build out your own apps, build code on the side while you're listening in, while you're chatting with the community. We got a community in here, FinFam, of a bunch of AI coders hanging out, asking questions, so you can be part of the community. I recommend both, whatever one you want to do. If you want to hang out and learn things, if you want to hang out and build your own things, you can do either. I think both are excellent options. But go down, leave a like, turn on notifications, and hang out. That should work on the $20 plan too, not just the $100 or $200 a month plans. Yeah, $20 a month, you can do things, experiment, then upgrade if you want to. Although Gemini CLI, it's like free, so you can start there if you want. And make sure you use Model Sonnet, not the default one that uses 20% of your 5-hour limit. Yeah, Opus uses a lot more your rates. For the most cost-efficient no-code development setup, what subscriptions do you need? Just Claude Code, or do you need to get the Cursor subscription too? You want the most efficient setup? Ryed, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Ryed Rafiq. Here's the most efficient setup. Download Cursor, be on the free plan. There's a free plan for Cursor. I'll show you exactly how to do it. If you want the most efficient vibe coding setup ever, download Cursor, get on the free plan. Open up the terminal. If you're on Mac, it's control tilde. And then when you're in the terminal, install Gemini CLI. Gemini CLI has 1,000 free requests a day, which is excellent. Is Gemini CLI as good as Claude Code? It's up there. It's not quite as good, but it's up there. And you'll be able to use your 1,000 free requests a day. And then listen, if you like it, maybe you launch an app, you start making money, can use that money to build out, to buy Claude Code, right? So that's what I would say, Ryed Rafiq is the most efficient. If you're just getting started, day one, want to dip your toes, but don't want to spend any money, you're tight on budget, that's what I'd say you got to do. I feel like this chat on the screen is kind of cool. I just clicked the button. Now the chat's on the screen. I feel like that's kind of cool, no? Do you guys feel like you're like a little famous now? Like you're on the screen, you're famous so people can see your names more? Maybe it's better for the live stream replay. That's probably a good call. It's good for the live stream replay. How long before you ran out if you just use Opus? If you hit the limit, how long does it take, says Cyber Valdez. I haven't hit the limit yet. I pay the $200 a month. I haven't hit the limit, and I code a good amount with it. But here's what you want to do. Here's the tips when it comes to Opus and Sonnet. I wish this microphone went a little bit higher here. It keeps going down. Here's the tips when it comes to Sonnet and Opus. Use Opus for planning, right? So you go in. I got to write this down. This will make a good video, like a top 5 tips on Claude. Top 5 tips of Claude. when to use Opus Sonnet. Save this to the videos folder. I'm using Creator Buddy, by the way, to write down this idea. CreatorBuddy.io, greatest AI content tool of all time. So here's when you use Opus and Sonnet. Use Opus for planning, right? Use Opus for planning. So when you want to plan out your app or plan out a step or plan out a feature, you go in and you do, I'll show you exactly how to do it. /Opus. So you type in /Opus, or no, you do /model and then Opus, but you do that without anything before. So I didn't want to backspace all that away. So you only do /model Opus if you want to switch to Opus, /model Sonnet if you want to do Sonnet. And so I'll do /model Opus when I'm doing planning, when I'm like planning out the app, because Opus is a really good thinker, extended thinker. And then when I'm ready to build and I want to just build it out step by step, I switch to Sonnet. And that's how you save on requests and save money, right? And so you can use Claude Code even more. So that's my little tip. I'll make a video. I'll make a video on top 5 Claude Code tips. So make sure to turn on notifications. You get notified when that comes out. Yep, 3 different projects. 1 project doing research, 1 building an app, and also 1 updating a shared library that the app with another I'm working on will share, says Eveless Steve. That's my favorite thing to do, Eveless Steve, when I'm like really in the vibe coding zone. So I have a mega monitor. I wish I could show you guys this setup. I have a mega monitor right now. Let me show you. I'll take a picture on my phone and show it to you on the camera. And what I do is, so this is my setup if people are curious. There's my setup, mega monitor, right? So what I'll do is I'll have 2 instances of Claude Code in the middle. And then on the edges, I have the browser so I can test things out. And so I have 4 windows up at the same time. Pretty cool setup, right? That looks pretty cool in that picture. So I have 4 windows up at the same time. And so I'll be coding two apps at the same time. I'll send 1 command to Claude Code on one app, then I'll switch to the other app and send 1 command to Claude Code on that one. So that's my favorite thing to do. Cooking Italian, listening in, says Magnus MFer. What are you making? Now you're making me hungry for Italian, Magnus MFer. I was hitting it within an hour, 15 hour, 30 on the $100 plan. So yeah, but you were using Opus for everything, Evelist. Use Sonnet for execution, Opus for planning. Best live stream, says Beauty. Oh, thank you, Beauty Writer. That means a lot. This is only my 2nd vibe coding live stream ever, so I'm glad I'm already number 1. How does one reach out to you? I'd say Nepo Mokele, the best way to reach out to me. Some people shy away from saying people's names. I just let it rip and try to say everyone's names. Nepo Mokele, I'd say the best way to reach out to me, and I'm like a white guy, so I suck at pronouncing people's names. The best way to reach out to me is probably X. If you go on, I'm on X most of the day. If you go on X, you follow me at AlexFinX. DM me there. Start off the message with I was on the live stream, so I'll see it faster. You can reach out to me there. I hit the limit with Opus on the $100 plan probably within 4 to 5 hours. So I upgraded to 200. Yeah, you got to be strategic with the Opus to Sonnet. Use Sonnet for execution, Opus for planning. What's the best way to grow on X if we don't have a niche aside from building in public? Says Omid Kazravan. Well, you're talking to the master, first of all. You're talking to the master. I have 300,000 followers on X. I'd say this. I'd say choose a niche, pound it, right? Make content on it regularly, experiment, see what works, see what doesn't, reply guy like crazy, make a reply guy list, reply to everyone in your niche with thoughtful replies, not just kind of BS replies, thoughtful replies. That'll get you noticed. So you reply guy really, really thoughtfully, and then you create good content in your niche, and that's how you'll grow. Sometimes I also have a 4th agent updating a common development UI standards project that is also shared between projects, but it really isn't doing much most of the time. What do you use for that? You just open up another Claude Code? And how is that 4th agent? How does that 4th agent have context around all your apps at the same time to do the best practices? I'd like to know more about that, Evilist Steve. Feel free to DM or email, or just put it in the chat, whatever you want to do. So I have $20 a month Claude plan, but if I wanted to upgrade, will Cursor automatically know? Or do I have to reset Claude or Cursor? So I have $20 a month Claude plan. I want to upgrade, will Cursor? Yeah, if you upgrade, Claude will already know. Hello from Greece. It says Konstantinos Niozas. What island in Greece are you at, Konstantinos? I went to Greece last summer. It was my favorite vacation ever. Favorite vacation ever. Most beautiful country. Incredible food. Incredible food. Incredible country. Incredible beaches. Incredible water. Incredible food. I love Greece. I love Greece. How do you switch between Sonus and Opus on Claude? Very simple. I'll show you again. Very simple. Oh, you can't see it because the chat's above it. In Claude Code, you do /model Sonnet or /model Opus. And that's how you switch between the models. All right, let's have Claude build out the next steps here in our AI workflow app. I have the other projects submit issues or pull requests to the development standards project or the shared library project. I tried having one agent update the various branches in the different repos. I have the other projects submit issues or PRs. Okay, you got a pretty good workflow there, Evilist Steve. That's pretty good. All right, what does Claude want to do over here? So next steps will be an AI recommendation engine. All right, let's build out the AI recommendation engine. Okay. Let's move on to the next step. For those who don't know or are just joining, our viewership's gone up a good amount the last half hour. We're building out an AI app live here. If you're new to the stream, we're the only and best vibe coding live stream on YouTube or on the internet, period. We came up with an idea for an app on the live stream for an AI tool where you put in your tasks, what you're doing, and then it gives you AI recommendations on how to optimize your tasks. So we're building that out live. We got our prototype already set up. I'll show you what that looks like. And now we're just building it out. We're adding AI functionality so I can add tasks to my little workflow here, my little workflow. I can say, do a live stream. And then AI will recommend how to optimize this workflow, which is really cool. So we're building it out. And listen, you have two options as you do this. You can watch me build out the app, see how I use Cursor and Claude Code, learn some things. Or you can hang out and chill and use this as a co-working space and code on your own and pull up Cursor and start building your own things and kind of hang out with the community. We got a very active community in here. So if you got questions on how to code, you can ask them in the chat. If you got questions about AI, you can ask them in the chat. 58 watching, but only 25 likes. I guess people are busy coding along. Everyone leave a like down below too. Leave a like down below too. So we can push this. It's 43 likes actually. Got to refresh to see the updated like counter. We got 43 likes. We're in a good spot. But leave a like down below. Oh, I'm sharing the screen here. Look at that mirror effect. All right, let's remove that. All right. Flutter Flow is good if you know Flutter and Firebase functions. It's not a no-code solution. Their AI kind of sucks right now. You can't download code, but Claude Code update push. Okay. I'm very interested with the Cursor Slack integration. So I can do vibe coding in my phone, but the security warning about codes being sent makes me have second thoughts, says Cyber Valdez. Yeah, that looks cool. But here's the thing, Cyber Valdez. Alex, reminder, no API keys on screen this time. Well, the good news, Evilist Steve, is we haven't done any API keys just yet. So Cyber Valdez, if you're not comfortable with the Slack integration, they're releasing an app soon. They're going to release a Cursor app so you can spin up agents in like a Cursor app. But I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine with the Slack integration. I'm sure it's fine, Cyber Valdez. They're a legit company, Cursor. Although that would be cool. All right, let's go back to building the app, shall we? Thanks, by the way, everyone, for stopping by today. We're going to go 2 hours, so we have about 10 minutes left. This has been fun. You guys have been having fun hanging out, coding, building things together, learning how to build things. Actually, 5 minutes left. Learn how to build things. It's been fun, right? What do you guys think about the timing? Thursdays, 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. Eastern. Pretty good time. People like that. I am on my first application. Thanks for everyone who supported, by the way, all the super chats. Thanks to everyone who subscribed with the join. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm on my first application in a suite of 3. Each one builds on top of the other, and I'm hoping to develop a bit of a sales funnel out of it. Does Stripe have that capability? Well, Stripe is the payment processor, but you can build the funnel in the code. Chicken, shrimp, carbonara, Tuscan crostini, crap load of olive oil. Man, you're making me hungry. That sounds good. Pretty good. Okay, so you like the Time Beauty writer? All right. All right, so let's see what we built out here. Let's see what the AI got. Perfect. The AI recommendation panel are now implemented. Here's what's been added. In smart matching algorithm, so it analyzes the task, the pain points, current tools, and frequency, matches against 15 plus AI tools. To add a task, double click, fill in the details. Okay, so do I need to add in an API key here? Let's see. Do I need to add an API key to make the AI work? Thanks. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Something new. I feel like there's not much of like a tech live stream scene. So I feel like we can start one. I feel like we can be the innovators in the tech live stream space where we vibe code together. I feel like there's not many of us out here. Should we do this together? Should we start the tech live streaming space? We gather up and do this together. FinFam, I think the FinFam can do it. I think the FinFam can innovate here. No API key needed. How does this work? The AI recommendation system I built is entirely local and rule-based. It doesn't call any external app. The AI recommendation is generated using a keyword matching between task description, tool, and feature, pain point analysis, tool replacement. Interesting. So let's see how that works. There's a couple others I've seen vibe coding on screen, but not as interactive. Yeah, it's not fun if it's not interactive. If we're not interacting, it's not as fun. We got to be interactive. First tech live community, actually. Yeah, I think it's the first tech live community. If you say it, it's true. I think it's the first tech live community. We're definitely the strongest tech live community. No one's interacting like this on a tech live stream. Hello from Denmark, says Peter. Hello from America, Peter. All right. We're going to continue this next week. We're going to continue building out the app next week. We'll make this a cool app. We'll launch it. It's going to be sick. I think we'll call it Task Buddy. We'll make this a third app in the Buddy ecosystem. Buddy earns a Buddy burn. And some of them are just pushing their apps products, not helping others with ideas or their questions. Yeah, screw that. We're here for education. Here's the thing with being on the internet. Here's the mindset you have. What goes around comes around. If you go on the internet and you just try to help out, spread value, I promise it'll work. This is the world's only and best vibe coding live stream. Everyone who joined today, thank you. Thank you to all the vibe coders. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. Thank you to everybody who joined. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was good vibes. I hope you learned something. I hope you just had fun, figured out cool ideas, built cool stuff. We'll do this again next Thursday. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you get alerted the moment this starts. I love you all. Thank you. Seriously, it means the world you join and hang out. It means the world. People who chatted means the world. Thank you. Hundreds of hours. Good things happen if you good others. Have a challenge, build them. Love you all. Thank you. See you next week. Appreciate you. Leave a like, subscribe, notifications, all that stuff. See you next time. Love you guys. Bye.